Hey humans, Coach Mindy here with your Find the Drive workout of the day. Today we have Oh My Hammies. It's 4 rounds, 4 time of a 400-meter run, or if you don't have 400 meters mapped out, 2 minutes of running. Then we're going to go into 20 weighted good mornings, 15 Romanian deadlifts, 20 Russian kettlebell swings, and closing out each round with 15 hamstring sliders. So really loading up that hamstring and glute area. To get us ready for that, we're going to go through our warm-up 3 times through, taking our time, ensuring that we're priming and warming up those muscles. So 10 reps each, starting out with good mornings. Feet hips width apart. Swipe those feet to find that distance. Make sure we're not too far out. Fingertips by your ears. Pinch your shoulder blades together. Soft bend in the knee, hinging forward. Pushing that weight into your heels. You should be able to wiggle your toes. Stand tall. Squeeze your butt, squeeze your gut. Remember, when you hinge forward, if you have a logo on your shirt, I should be able to read it. We are not facing the ground. 10 reps there. Then you're going to put all your weight into your left foot. Again, try to keep that chest up. Opposite hand towards foot, hinging down, trying to touch the ground without falling, standing all the way up. Just like with the squat, your weight and your hips should go back and down. Your knees should not pass your toes. Use that elevated leg as a counterbalance. Touch that ground, standing all the way up. Also, be sure not to round out your back. We're not picking up a penny. We're trying to prime that hamstring. Then we're going to take our feet double shoulder wide. Push those hips back down to your right toe. Sweep across the left. Stand up and then reverse it. 10 total reps on that. Next, we're going to do rocking chair lunges. 5 per side. To get us set up for that, you can either step back into a lunge or step forward, lowering all the way down to the ground, making sure our front knee is stacked above our heel and our toes are firmly planted on the back and your heel is to sky. So 90-degree angle, 90-degree angle. From here, you're going to rise up. This is where the rocking chair position comes into play. I'm going to keep that back leg bent, straighten my front leg. Then I'm going to bend my front leg and straighten my back. So you rock back and forth. We're going to do 5 on one side and then 5 on the other. If balance is an issue or you feel any pain in your knees, we can turn that into just standard lunges, taking a big step forward, lowering that knee, and then changing sides. But I encourage you, maybe in that first round, to take some time and try to see if you can find that rocking chair lunge. It's really good to warm up the quads and the hamstring, and you're going to get a stretch in your calf. Next, we're coming down to the ground for bridge ups. So feet flat on the floor, about hips width apart. Bring those heels close to your bum, palms to the ceiling, rolling your shoulders back and down, keeping them firm into the mat, driving through the heels, getting those hips up, lowering with control, keeping that belly tucked, touch down, back up. We're doing 3 tiers of this. So 10 there, step your feet out, 10 here, and then as far as you can go, give me 10 here. This should be near failure, but you should be feeling this in just your hamstring. If you start feeling it in your back, then bring it back a little bit. All right, 10, 10, and 10. Stand up, grabbing your kettlebell or dumbbells if you don't have a kettlebell. Feet are going to be just outside of your hips, a little bit wider than a normal deadlift. Hinging forward with that deadlift in between your feet, right where your shoestrings are. Full grip. If you're using dumbbells, you'll be holding down towards one dumbbell head. So you have your dumbbells tilted at an angle. Keeping that chest up, eye on the horizon, back flat. Stand tall, squeeze your butt, squeeze your gut. From the side, it'll look like this. So our hips are higher than a squat, but not so high that we're rounding on our back. Find that nice flat back, stable midline, And even just holding this position, your hamstring should be talking to you. 10 reps there, 10 total for all movements, 3 times through to get you ready for Oh My Hammies. We will start out each round with a 400-meter or 2-minute run, meaning run 1 minute in one direction, turn around, come back. If you are at a place where this is a walk-run, that's fine. Just give me 2 minutes of movement. If running is not in the cards at all for you right now due to environment, current physical ability, or a few days off, that's okay too. Give me 1.5 minutes of jumping jacks. After that, you're going to move right into weighted good mornings. You can do this with a kettlebell or a dumbbell, whichever one you choose. You're going to keep it tight into your chest. And just like the good mornings we did in the warm-up, feet or hips width apart, soft bend of the knee, hinging forward, keeping that weight in contact with you, standing up. At no point should this weight drift away, and at no point should your back round out. Keep that weight pushed back, and your hamstring should really be talking to you. 20 reps there. Whether you're using a kettlebell or dead bell, you're going to keep that in hand. From here, your feet are hips width apart, eye on the horizon. You're going to hinge forward like a good morning, like you're going down into a deadlift, but it's going to stop just below your knee. So the butt of my hand is in line with my knee. The weight is below. It is hovering in between my shoestrings. Stand tall, squeeze the butt, squeeze the gut. From the side. Point of focus here, making sure that back line stays flat, midline is stable, and at no point should, whether it's a dumbbell, you can't even see it, right? To the side, at no point should this drift away from you. Keep those lats activated, keep that weight pulled in. Good rule of thumb on keeping this close is pretend like you're trying to snap the top of your kettlebell in half. If you're using dumbbells, think about turning a doorknob. So if my hands are here, I'm holding the dumbbells like so, turn them so the eye of your elbow is facing forward. This helps keep those shoulders rolled back and down and your lats active. So you're going to do 15 there. Then we're going to go into a Russian kettlebell swing, which means eye level. Looks like this. So other than at the bottom, this movement should feel entirely weightless for your arms. It is your glutes and your hamstrings and your hips that are generating the momentum to get this weight to eye level. Your arms are solely operating as straps. So if you're using a dumbbell, let me grab one for you. You kind of do Vulcan fingers, grip and grip, same as a kettlebell. So your feet are just outside of your hips, weight starts low, hinging forward, weight is in contact with me, it's not separated and hanging out in space. Weight's in contact with me, stand tall, squeeze your butt, squeeze your gut. We are going to do 20 of those. So we've got weighted good mornings, the Romanian deadlift, the Russian kettlebell swing. All 3 of those are done with a dumbbell or kettlebell. Our final movement will be down on the ground, and it looks like this. It's a little hard on carpet, I gotta be honest with you. I'm using the lids from candles. You can use furniture sliders. That is best. You're gonna get the most slide for that. You can also use a lid to Rubbermaid containers, or if you're on hardwood or tile floor, obviously get a pad for your back, but you can just use hand towels. So that same bridge up we did in the warm-up, using only your heels. In fact, you can see my toes are lifted up off the ground. You got my foot in the center of the lids. From here, shoulders are back and down. Drive those hips up. Push those legs out as far as I can go with control, trying to keep those hips raised up, and then pull it back, ideally together. There we go. So as you can see, just in that demo, my hips started to sink. It takes a lot of concentration to keep those hips up and control that slide. So if you have a challenging situation like me, using the lids to a candle, Maybe today we just do bridge ups. If you have access to furniture sliders, you can use those. This is about control, not seeing how far you can go. And it should be a lot of work in your hamstrings. If you're on a hardwood or tile floor, fantastic. Again, just get a pad for your back and use a hand towel or washcloth just so your feet can slide, or just socks. Socks can work great too. The goal is to just prime those hamstrings. If you're not comfortable with that movement or circumstances don't allow you to do it, more bridge ups is just fine. You can even do elevated bridge ups, putting your feet on a chair, edge of the couch, a box, a cooler. Just remember, if you do that, your heels should be driving straight down, not pushing out. And if you're using a cooler or a box or something of that nature, it'll give you great feedback because it'll rock if you do push away instead of down. So, oh my hammies, 4 rounds, 4 time, that's 4, not 5. 4 rounds, 4 time, taking care of those hamstrings and glutes. If it's been a few days since you worked out, take your time through this and don't worry about the clock. But if you've been staying active, great for you. Move through this with purpose, but don't compromise form. Get that heart rate up and attack those hamstrings. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, have a great workout.